All right, there was some residue or some stuff hanging out in the bore there of the cylinder, and I went through and I did my best to clean that out using a plastic tool. I had a kind of it's an interior tool that I have, but I wanted to use something soft because this is metal. This is aluminum, this housing, so I didn't want to scratch it. And I think it's come out relatively clean, which means I can now start to try to put this back together using the new parts. Taking a look here. I guess the best way to do this is likely use a little bit of brake fluid. All right, given that it's brake parts, I'm going to use brake fluid as a lubricant here. Going back to what we have on the piston here. Reverse that so that it matches this. And wow. All right. Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused as to how I'm gonna get this seal all the way over. I'm definitely gonna use something that does not have a sharp end on it, so that hopefully I can avoid tearing the seal. Obviously, that's the biggest concern. No sense in doing a rebuild if you're just gonna put in something that's broken. Yeah, all right, I think that's a smarter way to do that. So what I'm doing now is given the fact I thought I could get that seal over 2 sections, I'm realizing now that was the wrong way to do it. So instead, I'm going to try to get it around this end here, which looks like success there. And from there, I'm going to use this plastic interior tool to get a little bit more leeway right here. This is rubber, so I should be able to get a fair amount of stretch out of it, but I won't lie, this is a little, It's kind of like seating a bicycle tire on the rim. Oh, there, maybe. Nope. No dice. Oh, there we go. All right, so I got it started. Roll it over the edge. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. All right, and I'm just gonna rotate this a couple times to get it to seat correctly. That might actually include using this a little bit more. Boom. if you look, it looks pretty darn good if I say so myself. All right. Next one is the smaller ring. Just gonna double check this a little bit. That looks pretty good. A little bit of brake fluid to lubricate it. Boom. Like a glove. That's on there. Now, put the spring in. Do a quick check. Nothing but the spring makes me think it's directional. Put that in. Put the piston in. Boom, boom. Tell you what, I think that's it. All right, so I'm gonna slide this whole assembly back in the bore. Make sure that that little spring engages that. There's a hole in the bottom there. Boom. So there's a pin. I can use this, fortunately. There's a pin that engages a hole in the bottom of the bore there. Just want to make sure that that got engaged. And then I'm actually going to throw, nope, I just pulled it out of that. That pin seated back in there. It's seated there. I think you can probably see that. I'm actually going to throw a little bit more brake fluid around the edge of the seals here so that these engage that or go into the bore smoothly. Oh, good. There's one. There's the, come on. There's the second one. Boom. Oop, good. That's a chamfered bore, so that goes in there relatively easily. Now, the fun part is going to be, let's see if this works. Fun part to finish my thought is we need to keep this engaged. Man, boom. We need to keep that compressed like that. And honestly, smarter move probably would have been, and we'll pursue that in a second here. Oh, funny, I was using the wrong thing. All right, well, whatever. Trying to figure out the best way to get this done because this needs to retain that. So I double check. That was it. All right, so this goes down. That compresses, and then rotate this circlip slightly. Boom. It's going to be a bunch of people that have better ways of doing this. One way would have been to clamp that down, to clamp the assembly down. Wow, how the hell does this thing want to rotate like that on me? It's just being a pain. Clamp the assembly down in either a vise or possibly with a pair of, not a pair, but a, try this. Really just a simple vise or wood clamp. Drive that down a little bit. Every once in a while. Oop, all right. Okay. Now let's hope I didn't mess this spring clip up. right, so that's down in there. I'm just going to gently compress this, and then from there, I'm just using this file because it's got a soft edge on it to possibly push this down. All right, that was definitely not the cleanest way of doing that, but it was an effective way. There we go. Assembly's back together. And now I can finish up by installing the last of the new parts. All right, so new part being this rubber seal, and just need to grab, there's a plunger, obviously misplaced while in the middle of all this. Let's take a quick look. There it is. Clean that up a little bit. That's clean. That goes in there, and I'm actually going to throw just a very small touch of grease on that. I don't know if that's correct or not, but to me it feels correct. All right, boom. That's the old seal, that's the new seal. Go ahead and run that in. Push that into place. Hopefully you didn't miss that, but just again, use my handy rubber or handy plastic interior tool. Push that bad boy into place. Well, it kind of wants to stick out a little bit. Nope. Probably because I guess I need to pop it over that. There we go. Much better. Nice. All right, rebuilt master cylinder. Now I can put this back on the bike and go to town.